Not just yet, because we've got some other things to talk about. I think we're broadcasting now. Hello, everybody. Oh, it looks like it says it's live in the corner there.
That says unfair for me. Oh,
Hmm?
no, live. Good.
We're live.
There's a slight delay.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. Hello, everybody. My name is... One second. I've got myself playing. It's working.
It is working.
Yes, excellent. So, hello, everybody. In case you didn't know, my name is Grax Bishop, Grax Domain. And with me right now, I have a very, very lovable geek. And this guy's been making himself a big presence on the internet. His followers is growing, and he's vlogging every single day.
But it's not big.
Well, even the smallest acorn grows into the mightiest of trees.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's pretty awesome. And let me just give a quick introduction. It is PDT.
Hello.
Hi,
who's watching this?
So far, nobody. So I'm going to see if we can actually broadcast this out to some various social.
How do we plug it?
There should be a thing in the corner called Shooting the Poop with links. So I'm going to share the YouTube video on my social medias. No, that's not what I'm doing.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I've never really used Hangouts before.
I've used it once before when myself, Andy, and Michael Bale were doing some stuff with the Tomboy Tarts. We were doing a live.
Where my clan Andy this evening? I mean,
they're all doing their individual things. So this is all off my own back, really, because
it's all Grax Domain or Grax Bishop.
It is all Grax Domain. And the main reason why is because I have been watching you, Pete. I've been watching you for several weeks now.
You have been watching me. That. See, if you tweet the link, I'll be able to retweet it. But
let's see. I'm talking to this man right now. Shooting the poop.
This is excellent television.
Ask us. Let's give that a try. Tweet.
There we go. I've had a notification.
Cool. All right, and so that's tweeting that there. And because I can, click on the ID account. What's the password? That's the password.
Your password is password.
That's right. Boom. Make sure that works. Yeah. Excellent. Cool.
From the official RG Productions Twitter.
Yeah. Well, it's there to be used. And I am 1/3 of RG, so I figured that was a good time to talk. Anyway, so who are you? Well, this man right here, he has done a whole variety of things. He is what I consider one of the resident experts of all things geek, from comic books to Doctor Who and even Power Rangers. He has himself a podcast in which he works alongside another gentleman with his name's escaping right now, where they talk about all things Doctor Who and have a nice gentle poke at the whole entire franchise.
Yes, I was meant to be writing that tonight, and that's not happened. But yes, it's Tim. His name's Tim Dawkins.
That's the guy's name. And also on the side, you're working on. Yeah. You're working on a Power Rangers book, I believe. Am I right in thinking this?
I am. Yeah. Not a fiction book. A factual book about Power Rangers. So I've got to interview loads of people, and I haven't done it yet.
Okay, but that's all work in progress.
It's a work in progress, absolutely.
Let's see if we can actually get some group chat on. To this way, chat. Looks like we got 2 viewers. Right.
Hello, 2 viewers.
Cool. If anybody's in the chat right now, try and type some words in and we'll see if we can pick it up. Otherwise, you can send us some shouts at our Twitter accounts, twitter.com/GraxBishop and twitter.com/PDT says things. That's correct, isn't it?
That's right, yes. Yeah.
So send us a message if you want to get us a chance to talk. But one of the things I want to talk to you, Pete, about is your holiday video.
Yes, PDT's holiday.
It is. I have to say, I've watched it all the way through from beginning to end, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, look, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a silly thing I decided to do when I was on holiday, and yeah, it ended up as a 2-hour film.
Well, the thing is, how long did you actually record? I mean, what is the total number of hours you've got of raw footage from the entire weekend?
Not much more than that, to be honest. I mean, I trimmed a few clips down. Like, I would film sort of 10 minutes of bingo and use 2 minutes of it. And there's quite a bit more claw machine footage and things like that. But for the most part, it's not much more than what was on screen. There's a few clips I couldn't use because radio tunes were playing in the background and it wouldn't let me.
I know, and that's a pain in the ass when you get what's the word I'm looking for? Copyright marked by YouTube because they got some smart algorithm.
Yeah, it's like, well, the one of the videos where I'm eating the burger, and you can see that I'm talking, but it's kind of slowed down and there's music. That's because all of the dialogue was unusable because I just had to put a different music on it.
Well, that sucks, really, because I'm sure it would have been entertaining, but what you did actually do was pretty ingenious. Looks like there's been some problems trying to get the chatty up right now, and I'm trying to figure out why that.
I can't see the chatty box on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe it would be the chatty box on YouTube. Let's see if I can figure that bit out.
See, you're very reliant on this microphone here to make yourself heard. Like, I can go here, I'm fine. I can go here, I'm fine. You know.
Yeah, that's quite true, but I guess I am a bit of a audio. Well, I'm not really an audiophile. I just want to make sure that my voice is as clear as can possibly be. I want to do the high quality stuff. I tell you what, I have been building up one hell of a collection of gubbins, all sorts of things, video gubbins, audio gubbins, because.
What's in the boxes behind you?
What's that?
Is this what's in the boxes behind you?
Oh, dude, I've got so many things in these various boxes. I've got.
I mean, I'm not sure I like all this kind of space you've got around you.
What do you mean you don't like this kind of space I've got around me? My room is covered in shit right now. There's boxes left, right, and center because I've just not had the time to actually sort it out.
I just mean as a set, you know, there's tiny little you in the middle, and then just curtains, you know. I've got posters, I got a bookcase.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I did want to do some stuff relating to a green screen and then piss around with that, but I never actually.
Oh, who's got time for that?
Apparently I do, because I've got the green screen in one of the various boxes.
Right.
Okay. Why don't you? Let's see. Because right now the chat's not really working right now, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to figure it out.
Okay.
So one of the questions I asked you earlier on your Periscope was related to Captain America. The fact that in the very last panel, he's been revealed to being a Nazi. One of the most controversial story arcs that's ever occurred in the comic world for quite some time. What are your thoughts about that?
Basically bollocks.
Bollocks.
I mean, I can elaborate if you want.
But come on, he's a Nazi. I mean, Captain America has done all sorts of things.
No.
He's been frozen. He's been dead. He's been away. He's been alive. He's gone into an old man. He's been a clone. No, wait. Red Skull cloned his body to have a brain transplant.
He can't be a clone because,
Well, all right. Well,
clone.
But the thing is, like, so I guess they're just kind of running out of ideas of what to do for a storyline.
Issue 1 of Captain America's comic. It's a last panel sort of cliffhanger. It's not meant to be a character-defining twist. You know, this is just Marvel going, hey, here's the latest chapter in Captain America. Oh, he's saying Hail Hydra. What does that mean? Captain America is not going to be revealed to be a Nazi. Not in the long run.
I know. I mean, it's quite fun just to shout about it on the internet. And go, what? Captain America's a Nazi?
Comics pull this shit all the time, and nobody cares.
I don't know. I think they're starting to care a little bit more now.
I think it's because lots of people maybe read the comic expecting some kind of Captain America gets a boyfriend thing, because that was trending yesterday. And then they read the comic and the cliffhanger is Hail Hydra, and they're like, oh my god, Captain America's not got a boyfriend, but he is a Nazi now. Anyone who knows comics is just like, come on.
Yeah, like, but what about all the youngsters? Let's assume that the target audience for comics is not actually 20 to 40-year-olds, but let's say that they're trying to aim at younger people, say 18 or less, or even 10 to 20, 12-year-olds. Wouldn't that be rather exciting for these youngsters to go, oh my goodness, he's a Nazi. What's a Nazi? It's like, oh, kids today, they don't understand the Second World War or the First, Second World War.
Andy's pointing out that you can't pronounce Nazi.
What are you talking about, Nazis? Yeah, Andy's got this funny thing about me and saying some words incorrectly, like banana. Banana. No, it's banana.
Pull the whole thing off.
So, back to your video. I thought it was absolutely an amazing thing. And I really, really enjoyed watching your whole experience, because it's quite dull, and you realize it's dull. And it just made me want to join in with you. I actually wanted to go through the screen and experience the whole dullness with you, especially with the bingo.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was. I quite enjoyed going to the, because I like TV theme tunes. I like hearing TV theme tunes. I quite enjoyed going to bingo beats night after night, in a sense. Because, I get to hear the classic.
Tacky. It's so bloody tacky.
It's awful in that sense, yeah.
Oh, no, actually, it just reminded me. I remember the bit where it was the second night of going to some sort of talent show with those two duos singing all the different hits.
Yes.
And the thing I loved about that the most is there is nobody there except you and maybe 5 other people. Yeah, that's such a horrible gig for them.
25 people in total in a massive room. It wasn't well attended at all.
And I really can't imagine why. I mean, because they were playing all the greatest hits. Everybody seems.
I think in the height of summer, you've probably got a lot more there. But the problem is at a camp like this, you hit 9 o'clock. There weren't many families in there to begin with, but you hit 9 o'clock. Most of them are going back to the caravans to put the kids in bed.
Yeah, and then they don't come back out because they're so bloody knackered.
Well, yeah, and because it's just going to be the same guys they've seen entertaining the kids all day. I admire the guys who were doing that job. I think fair play to them. That was hard work.
But do you think they would just get paid regardless? I mean, whether they do a good show or a bad show? I mean, they're still going to...
Yeah, no, I think they do. I think they need to have the talent. They need to have some talent. They need to be able to hold a tune. I think the main thing they get paid for is the stuff with the kids. That's their main... I reckon that's their main thing. They're there to entertain the kids during the day, and then at night, this stuff. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, there was lots of motorbike.
That's fine. I'm just going to go through all these extensions and see if I can get this chat thing working. Because I really want you guys, all 3 of you watching right now, I want you guys to talk to us and ask us some questions. And actually, maybe one day I'll get an Ask Me Anything session where people will want to ask me questions. I am personally just piggybacking off your success.
Good luck with that. I mean, you're the one generating most of the attention around my meager endeavors.
I don't know, you deserve it. But the thing is, you actually get a lot more success.
I appreciate it.
You get a lot more success than I have ever had on Periscope. I tried it 3 or 4 times, and like 1 or 2 persons come up after 5-10 minutes, and it's such a weird feeling. It's like, okay, so yeah, just ask me anything. Tweet
but you've seen what happens with me. Most of it's only that one night that I've actually had more than like 5 people on there.
I thought you've had a couple of nights of success.
There's only one that I think I had like a whole steady stream of people. Usually it's certainly under 10 for the most part.
All right, how to get Google Hangouts, chat, public. I'm getting it out. I already use this very often. How to host a public. Turn on Hangout chats. Hangout chats FAQ. Actually, fuck it. I wonder if Andy's around. Andy, if you happen to be watching us right now, and I really hope you are, and you want to jump in on this chat,
sure he is.
Send me a message on Twitter, and I'll give you a call. Or even Michael Bell of the internet, if you happen to be watching us right now, and you want to jump in on this chat, and just send us a message on Twitter.
I mean, surely anyone who knows you, they can. Are we really picky? I mean,
You're very, very true. Anyone who knows me and who wants to chat with me right now on Twitter, let me know on Twitter. Yeah, you see, this is why you have more success with people than I do. I just pick 1 or 2 people to talk to. You just want to say, everyone, come talk to me. And they do.
They don't. They. It's usually you, Gareth Edwards, Joey, if she's in. It's, yeah. Which I don't mind, I prefer. I like it when there's a lot of people, but I don't mind going on for 20 minutes and just sort of swapping questions and the odd quip with these people. That's David Dimbleby's on Question Time. Again, it's only every week, that bloke. Typical BBC bias. Come on, Andy Harlan, join us.
I should have done a little bit more research into this before. One thing I do actually want to do is some Let's Watch, and this is an idea I've bounced around a few times. There is a terrible, terrible movie which has recently come to my attention called
Transformers.
Well, there's that. That's everyone's back of the mind. But no, I think it's called The Incredible Bulk or Indescribable Bulk.
Really?
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
Does it involve Paul Schreier in character as Bulk from Power Rangers?
No, if only it did. But it's a really low budget sci-fi movie which is parodying the Incredible Hulk, but it's a purple CGI blob of a Hulk thing smashing around the cities and the army and such. But it's clearly some people have found a spare room with green screen, and it's just so low budget, terrible CGI effects from 1985, and they actually are doing the whole running on the spot. I'll see if I can find it.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, a friend of mine gave me a copy of Zombievers for Christmas, and I've still not watched it.
Was that Michael Bell that gave you that?
What?
That Michael Bell gave you Zombievers? Because
No. Did Michael Bell give you Zombievers then?
No. Or is that a different? I mean, how many zombie beavers movies are there in the actual world?
I don't know. You'd think there's probably just Zombievers.
That's it. The Amazing Bulk. That's
the Amazing Bulk.
The
okay.
Amazing Bulk. I'm going to see if I can get a trailer up of it. And then I'll put the Amazing Bulk. The thing is, unfortunately, this trailer is one of those trailers where it reveals everything, so you don't need to watch the movie. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, are you watching it now?
Yeah.
Last night. Where did you find it? A better question is, how'd you lose it? We were at the amusement park, off a subway, got out of nowhere on this account.
Oh,
I
that's...
think our Henry General Garland's been more than gracious with us.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The government will stop funding this project unless you start showing some goddamn results.
Well, the first question you have to ask yourself is, where the hell are they? And why is it so echoey in the middle of the street?
Well, everything's been generated by MS Paint.
Yeah. What was the one? The Amazing Bulk. Watch the trailer.
I mean, Nightmare was doing better special effects than this in the early 90s.
They really were.
An accident is wetting your bed.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We just got a little message from Michael Ball, and yes, we're just trying to figure that out right now. I mean, right now, Google Hangouts, there should be a thing for Q&A, but whenever I try and turn it on, it says it's disabled on my end. And I don't know if it's because I don't have the right account. Hang on. But yeah, what do you think of the Amazing Bulk?
I think that's the lowest budget piece of shit I've ever seen.
Well, I think it's quite inspiring, really. And the reason why I think it's so inspiring is because they've actually made it and they've produced it onto DVDs, and you can actually buy that movie.
Yeah, but PDT's Holiday had better special effects.
It really did. I mean, that pirate cavern underground stuff. There's some really amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, if they can make something like that, why can't we make something like that?
I mean, that's a dangerous question to ask.
Yeah, I guess it is a bit of a dangerous question.
I don't like where that's headed.
I don't know. I think this is where we get our YouTube money finally, after all these years of working on the YouTube industry.
Well, you know, I posted a video today. It's had, what, 60 views, I think?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned Doctor Who in the title, and that usually gets me.
I don't know. I think right now one of your most successful videos, well, the one with the highest views, is the one where you talk about Sex Factor, the trailer, which was a nice little bait and switch there.
I don't know that. I think that one of the guys from the Sex Factor might have promoted it in some way. I mean, he didn't promote it on his Twitter, but he did look at it, because he left a comment for me and basically said, you know, hey, really enjoyed the video. Email me, and I was like, I'm not going to email you. You're a contestant on the Sex Factor.
Wow, a contestant on the Sex Factor emailed you.
No, he left a comment on YouTube. I think he deleted it, but I've obviously got the email where he says, you know, great. He said something like, great, you should have a Twitter channel. I'm like, I've already got one, but thanks. But yeah, he said to email him, and I dare not.
What? Oh, what's the worst that can happen? You just make yourself a new friend, so to speak.
His name is a porn star. His name is Buddy Hollywood.
Oh, come on, be friends with him. He gets you all the connections. Because what I think everybody needs a connection in the porn industry. Everyone needs a porn buddy, surely.
It's a slippery slope, though, because, you know, I start like that, and then 4 weeks later, I'm in porn.
Yeah, you are snorting crack of whatever happens to be there at the time, because a guy's got to make a living.
Exactly.
What?
You know,
why is it always crack? It's like snorting crack off crack.
What?
I was just thinking about your tweet you had about being the last day of getting legal highs, and you wanted Riker's beard. Yeah. I wish Riker's beard was a real thing.
Well, it is.
What?
What do you think's transplanted onto here?
Oh, of course. Well, of course it's a real thing. Riker's beard. Right, I've just found a bit of QA information on
Okay.
Google Hangouts. According to this, as a host, you can collect questions from viewers before or during your Hangouts. You can view the questions and answer them after the Hangouts by playing with. Hang on. The QA app will only appear if the host turns it on before the broadcast begins. So we've already started the broadcast a while ago, and I guess that means we can't turn it on anymore. The QA app is not available when watching a Hangout through YouTube. If you're viewing the broadcast from the YouTube page or embedded on another website, annotations are available. Link. Mobile viewers can see you cannot submit a vote for questions.
Could we not just restart the broadcast?
That's what I'm thinking. I think we should restart the broadcast. So everybody, bear in mind, bear with us for one moment. We're going to restart it and see if we can set this up properly. Talk a bit.
Good luck.